Dad, go ahead.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Luke 2 1 through 7. In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken at the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went to his own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register it with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child.
Okay, and here's the Cowboy E's version.
In them there days, the big boss said, "Get together and count yourselves." So we know how many of you all are in Texas. This is fixing to be the first counting up since we lost the Alamo. So get back to the ranch, y'all, and get her done. So One-Eyed Joe moseyed up to his homestead of South Fork.
Homestead, there you go, Homestead.
In the Lone Star State, just outside of Dallas in the town of JR. Because he's Bobby's son. He took his best gal Mary, his finance, because they was fixing to get hitched, and she was expecting a foal, and her daddy was bringing a shotgun.
Oh, so now we go over here. Okay, who's going to read the real part?
I will read the real part.
Okay.
While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were sore afraid. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is Christ the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger."
While they were aroused and steered, they had to stop because it was baby time. And the cowgirl done hatched her firstborn, a steed. She stuffed him in chaps and hog-tied him to a trough. Because there was no room for them in the bunkhouse. And there were herdsmen hanging out in the field nearby, watching out over them their sheep. A ranch hand of the big cowboy in the sky done showed up out of nowhere, and the bright light to the big cowboy in the sky blinded them, and they were knocked down and dead. But the ranch hand of the big cowboy in the sky said to them, "Heck darn, knock it off." Shazam, this is a great Shazam, this is great stuff. Today in that town that David stole, a radio hero has been done born. He is Christ. The big cowboy in the sky, there's your signs. You will find the steed wrapped in chaps laying in a trough.
That's good. What a gangster they put.
Okay, so.
Here's the real one.
Okay.
Suddenly a great company of the heavenly hosts appeared with the angel, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace to men on whom his favor rests." When the angels had left them and gone to heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem to see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about."
Gee willikers. A gall darn bunch of cowpokes in white showed up with that there ranch hand to the big cowboy in the sky and drawled "Yee-haw" to the big guy upstairs. And on the prairie, no wars between cowboys and Indians. On his good luck sits easy. When those cowpokes skedaddled and rode into the sunset, the cowboys chewed the fat and said, "Let's head out west to Bellingham and take a gander at what this dude done told us." That be it.